Hi, and welcome back to Yoga with Tim. Today we're going to do the hardest yoga class ever. We're going to start with 20 handstands, and then, no, I'm kidding. I'm just messing with Diana because Diana's here. She's a local student to demonstrate the poses. And we're going to do a nice dynamic, energizing flow. I think you're going to like it. So let's begin at the top of the mat, standing in Samasthiti. So stand with your feet close together and join your palms together. And feel the ground underneath your feet. If you're doing this in the morning, practice facing east towards the sunrise. Now feel as you open up your feet and spread your toes that you can connect. Imagine that you had roots from your navel growing down through your hips, down through your feet. On your inhalation, you're growing your pelvic roots down into the earth. And then as you exhale, let the spine become buoyant. The energy travels up through your energy centers, up through the crown. Soften the brow, soften your temples. Let your ears be parallel to the ground. Then close your eyes and take a slow breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs all the way up. And exhale. Let all the air go out so your lungs fully deflate. Open your eyes and release your arms to your side. Inhale, raise your arms up and overhead. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find a flat back, lengthen your spine. Step back, plank pose, one leg at a time. Hold your plank. Feel your strength from your core. Then lower down onto your belly. Inhale into cobra pose. Lower your chest back down onto the ground. Now lift your hands 1 inch up off the ground and feel the backs of the shoulders engage. Then press the hands back down and press up onto your hands and your knees. Stretch back into downward facing dog. As you hold in down dog, just like you do with the feet in mountain pose, connect the hands. Open up the skin on the hands and ground down through your middle 3 knuckles. Now look between your hands. Step or hop to the front of your mat. As you inhale, come into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Press down through your feet. Stretch your arms up. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find a flat back. Step back to plank position. Lower down slowly onto your belly. Inhale into cobra or upward facing dog. Then lower your chest back down onto the ground. Look down and lift the hands up 1 inch. Feel the backs of the shoulders turn on to stabilize the shoulder blade in position and open up the front of the chest. Then press back into downward facing dog. Hold in your down dog. So notice how Diana's giving her knees a little bit of a bend so that she can get nice elongation through the spine. I bet she could straighten her legs real easily, but she's doing this little bend so she can really focus on the spine decompressing. I'd like you to focus on that too. Once you feel the body really warmed up, maybe midway through the class, you can work the legs towards straight. Or if you're super flexible, you could do it now. Look between your hands, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale into a flat back, elongate. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Raise your arms up as you reach down through your feet. Exhale, Samasthiti. Inhale into chair pose, Utkatasana. Sit your hips back and raise your arms. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, find a flat back. Step back and lower to chaturanga or onto your belly if your shoulders aren't so strong. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Step your right foot up to your right thumb. Turn your back heel down onto the ground for warrior one. Inhale, come up, raise your arms. Bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back and lower down. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot up by your left thumb. Turn your back heel down. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Step back and lower. Inhale into cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you hold in your down dog, focus on the connection of your hands again. As you press into your hands, feel your collarbones broad, rib cage in, so you're feeling your core still. Look in between your hands, step or hop to the front. Inhale, Ardha, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale into chair pose, bend your knees, sit back. Stand, Samastiti. One more Surya B. Inhale into chair pose, sun salutation B. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back, elongate your spine. Exhale, step back and lower. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Warrior one, step your right foot. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Step your left foot. Inhale, warrior one, reach up. Exhale, hands to the mat, step back and lower. Inhale, roll your chest, cobra up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold in down dog, 3 more breaths. Now bend your knees and look in between your hands. Step or hop forward. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold, let all the air out. Inhale into chair pose, bend knees, sit back, strong in your chair, hold here. Take your arms forward. Now shift weight over into your right foot. Cross your left leg up and over your right. Cross your left elbow under for eagle. So as you hold in this pose, let the tension melt from your upper trapezius, base of the back of the neck, down through your shoulders. Focus on your exhalation and feel the breath go all the way out so that you can breathe into the lower lobes of the lungs to help to make the lungs healthier, the diaphragm stronger. Breathe symmetrically into the rib cage, not just into the front. Now from here, you're going to tip and transition to warrior three. So lean your chest out over your knee. Your outer hip is like a wall, it's strong. Uncross your left leg, keep your arms crossed, and reach your left leg back into warrior three. Good job. Now try to level your hips and your waist to the ground. Beautiful. Lengthen from your back heel out through your spine. Now step back into warrior one. Uncross your arms, reach up, look up, join your palms together. Good. Then clasp your hands behind your back. In this position, roll the shoulder heads back. So spin the elbows back, biceps forward, and then soften your elbow joint so that it's not locked out. And this will make sure that you turn on your upper arms. From here, wiggle your right foot to the right a bit so that your feet aren't crossed or on a tightrope, but you have a nice space between your feet. Fold forward on the inside of your right leg. Yeah. Keep the hands interlocked as you fold forward. Thanks, Diana. Ground through your back heel. Now fold as deeply as you like, but see if you can keep that strength of your outer hip. So we're training the glute med to get strong, which is going to help with your balance, is going to help with the strength of your core. The stronger your hip and your glute get, the healthier your core will be. Now press into your feet, come back up into warrior one, raise your arms up. Hands to the mat, step back, take a vinyasa, or just go right back into down dog, your call. If you want to keep working upper body strength and the spinal wave, you can keep adding the vinyasa. Otherwise, just take it back to dog. Now look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Sit back into chair pose. Feel strong in your chair. Feel your legs supporting you. Take your arms forward, shift weight over into your left foot, and cross your right leg up and over your left. Cross your right elbow under. If you're having difficulty getting the arms to cross like this, you can just wrap the arms around and hold the backs of your shoulders like I'm showing. In all these yoga poses, you don't want to be forcing yourself into the pose. You want to feel that you're feeling on a scale of 1 to 10, a 5 on the sensation of stretch or intensity. You still want to be able to breathe. If you're ramping up above there, you're not really doing yoga, because yoga is finding a balance in each pose. So now start to lean out over your knee. Strong left outer hip. Uncross your right leg, warrior three. So even though it's challenging, you might be lifting up towards a 6 here or 7. See if your breath can help you to find some ease, some equanimity. Be mindful of the breath. Bend your knee and step back, warrior one. Nice job. Uncross the arms, reach up, look up, join the palms, and lift like I had my knee in your upper back up into your hands. Take it in and up. Then clasp your hands behind your back. Take the other index finger on top this time. Wiggle your right foot to the right more. Then fold forward onto the inside of your right knee. Keep a little soft bend in the elbow so you can feel your triceps turned on. So our joints, think of the joints like a garden hose. As soon as you lock the joint, you're twisting the garden hose so that the water can't flow through, or in this case, the energy. And when that happens, the muscle above or below won't turn on anymore. So we want that muscle to lengthen and strengthen without locking in the joints. Press into your feet. Inhale, come back up. Raise your arms up. Hands to the mat. Step back. Take a vinyasa or just go right back to dog. Good. Now from down dog, step your right foot for warrior one. Ride your breath up. Inhale. Warrior two, open up to your side. Good. Now the first thing I want you to check in your warrior two is your back foot. I want you to have your back foot pigeon-toed a little bit. So turn your toes in a little bit. And then let that rotation come up your femur bone so that your thigh bone rotates. Now your pelvis is going to do the same rotation towards your right leg slightly, and that will allow the right thigh to turn so that the knee points straight ahead. This should feel like it brings some ease to your lower back. Now from here, reach and put your right hand down onto the inside of your foot, on the block or on the floor. Take your left arm up. Then wrap your left arm behind your back. And with that arm wrapped, roll the shoulder head open. Glance down at your right knee and make sure it didn't start to cave in. So as you press down into the foot, see if you can spin the thigh out, externally rotate that leg. Now you're going to strengthen your glute max. Those glute max muscles are gonna help to turn your thigh. So we're getting all kinds of butt muscles strong today, which is gonna be good for you, because remember, it connects to your core, influences how you walk, etc. Now take your left arm up into the sky, press into your feet, come back up into warrior two. Reverse warrior, flip your palm and inhale. Good, hands to the mat. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Second side, step the left foot. Warrior one. Inhale, come up. Open up to your side, warrior two. So look down at that back foot, make sure it's turned in a little bit. Let that turn come to your pelvis as well. So your pelvis makes the same rotation as your back foot. It turns about 10, maybe 15 degrees. Once you have that rotation, turn on the external rotators in your front leg. So this is gonna not only strengthen in the outer butt, but help to open up the inner leg. So it's always a balance in our body. It's never just fully relax into a pose. As one thing opens, something else contracts. That's the way bodies work. So as you feel the groin, inner thigh opening, lengthening, feel your outer buttock engaging. We want the muscles to be strong and flexible. A muscle's health is its ability to contract all the way and release all the way. So feel that the glute max can fully contract so the inner leg can fully open. Then place your hand down onto the inside of your foot. Take your right arm up. Wrap your right arm behind your back. Half bind or full bind, hold here for 5 breaths. Then take your arm back up. Reverse warrior, press into your feet, come back to warrior two and reach up. Make sure that left thigh didn't twist in. Good, hands to the mat, step back, vinyasa. Look in between your hands and step or hop to the front. Prepare for crow pose. So either practice your yogi squat or practice going into crow.
I'm gonna try.
Okay. She's gonna try. We'll see how it goes. Really nice setup. So if you're at home and you're like, I'm still struggling with that one, Diana did a really good job of getting the foundation. She got the opening in the collarbones, the opening in the back. She set the hands down, then she leaned into it, and 1 foot at a time, she tried to maintain the integrity instead of just throwing herself into it. It's a great way to practice. Nice job. All right, so you can rewind that and practice watching the way Diana set it up so you can practice at home. You must be doing the conscious movement community because you feel like you're really dialed in with that. All right, hands down to the mat, step back into down dog. And now we're gonna go through our side plank series. So from here, roll to the outside as your left foot, take your right arm up, side plank, or drop your knee down if you have some wrist, shoulder, or core situation. Take your right arm up. We got 10 more seconds to hold here. Now, if you had the full side plank, drop your left knee down to the ground, like Diana's doing, and lift your right leg up without your left waist sinking. Nice. Now from here, can you bring your heel towards your buttock and reach back with your hand towards your foot? You might be able to catch your foot, you might not. Don't force it if you can't. If the foot's right there and you got it, now move your buttock flesh towards your heel. Squeeze it in and down, and then maybe you can start to stretch your leg back away from you, the foot. That's perfect. Nice. And you're doing a good job of keeping the buttock in and down so that you don't compress your lower back. Open back up without slingshotting. Take your arm up and your leg out. Nice, strong core. Slowly change sides. Great job. So side plank hold with your knee down or your leg straight for the first 20 seconds, and then we'll transition. If you had the bottom leg straight, now lower your knee down to the ground and lift your top leg. Then bend your knee, heel towards your buttock. See if you can reach back and catch your foot. Good. Now move the left buttock in and down towards the back of your knee. Feel your bottom ribs in, and then slowly start to stretch the leg back if possible. Feel the stretch of the leg helping to open the front of the shoulder, chest, but you're staying long through your lower back. Breathe through your nose. Find the full exhalation. Slowly open back up. Stretch the leg out, arm up. And stretch back into down dog. Good, now look between your hands, step or hop to the front of your mat. Inhale into a flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, raise your arms up. Exhale, Samastiti. All right, so now we're gonna practice dancer pose. Bend your left knee and reach back with your hand for your foot. Other left knee. There you go. All right, now raise your right arm up. Then from here, start to lift your left leg up and back as you lean, tip forward from your pelvis. Just like we practiced in the last pose, move the buttock in and down, and then see if you can stretch the leg further up away from the ground. Come back up to stand. Great job. All right, change sides. Lean into your left foot. Bend your right knee, reach back with your hand for your foot. Hold there for a moment. Feel the stretch in your quad, the integrity of your core. Then raise your left arm up. Start to tip from your pelvis as you reach your foot up towards the ceiling. Stay connected to your breath. Try not to force. Beautiful. Come back up to stand. Mountain pose. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale into a flat back. Step back into down dog or take a vinyasa. Then make your way to seated. Look between your hands and hop through, or somehow get onto your butt. All right, so we're gonna start our core exercise today with some level 2 dead bug. So lie down onto your back. Now, if you have blocks at home, you can use the blocks. If not, you can just pretend like you have blocks. Find your center, find your core, then bring one leg at a time up into tabletop position. If you have the blocks, you'll slide your blocks between your knees and one up in between your hands. As you exhale, draw your front ribs in and down towards your pelvis and keep your buttock flesh lengthened out of your lower back. Now first, slowly lower your knees away from your chest, but as you do, draw your pubic bone towards your heart. Don't let your pubic bone move away. Now see if you can take your arms back without your bottom ribs lifting. Connect the bottom ribs and the pubic bone. Then bring it both back up. It's kind of hard, huh? All right, so if it's too challenging, don't go as far. Slowly lower the knees, then take the arms. Go with the range of motion where you can still keep your center. Bring it back up. Good, 60 more times. Slow, no, I'm kidding. We're just gonna do this for 30 seconds. Going at your own pace. Nice, keep drawing the pubic bone towards the heart as you lower your legs. Make sure it doesn't go away. So you're really strengthening your core as opposed to hinging from your lower back. Okay, now hold the legs in that position. Crunch up and over to the outside of your right knee. So lift your block up and over to the outside of your knee if you have one. Take this one and then crunch up. Let me see. And then see if you can keep your legs in that perfect tabletop position and roll up off your shoulders. Then lower your head back down, block up to the air, and then go to the other side. Back down, roll up to the right, back down, change sides. So what the block does is it helps with the stability of the legs. It helps you to engage your inner legs to make them strong. Lower back down. Now set your feet down. All right, so we're gonna now do that free form without the blocks, and we're gonna see if we can still have that same control and stability. So now bring your legs up into tabletop position, and then we're gonna go hands behind the head. So pretend like you're still holding something between your legs so they keep that nice 90-degree angle as you crunch up and over to the outside of your right leg. Okay, you crushed it, good job. So now see if you can make it more challenging. Can you push your left foot forward and still maintain that nice line with your legs? Oh dang, you could do it. Come back to center, lower your head down. Nice job. Change sides, go up and over to the left. Now can you push that right heel forward, keeping the perfect tabletop position, legs still, your legs haven't gone to crazy leg position. Back to center, lower down. Over to the right. Push the left heel. Back to center, lower down, over to the left. Push the right. Back to center. Good, now keep the legs in tabletop. Crunch up and stretch your arms forward on the outsides of your legs. Nice. Now push one heel forward. Good, keep that perfect tabletop position, pubic bone to heart, rib cage in. Change legs. Bend that left knee. Lower your head down, set your feet down. Do you feel like you got your abs working at all?
Yeah.
Okay, was that enough? Do you want to do more? No, I think that's enough. Okay, come into bridge pose. Lift your hips up. Lower yourself down, take a breath. Go back up, bridge or Urdhva Dhanurasana if you like to back bend on the hands and the feet. Lower back down. Open your arms out to the side. Cross your right knee over your left knee. Shift your hips over to the right a little bit, and then let your legs slowly go over to the left. Bring the knees and the hips back to center. Change the cross of your legs. Take your hips over to the left a little bit. Let your knees fall over to the right. Bring the knees and hips back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Take happy baby, reach onto the insides of your knees and grab a hold of the outsides of your feet. Then hug your knees to your chest again. Roll yourself up to seated. Now we're going to finish with single leg pigeon, which can be a little risky on the knee joint if you don't have good mobility and flexibility in your hip. So if you feel like this bothers your knee at all, you can do ankle to knee. So either take single leg pigeon. Does that one work for you, Diana? Mm-hmm. Okay. So Diana's going to show us the single leg pigeon with the right leg forward. And if that doesn't work, you're like, ooh, that's knee stretch city. You're going to do this situation right here instead. You can stay upright in this pose or start to fold forward. Change sides. And you can stay upright or fold forward. Whatever feels like it gives you better sensation in your hip. Now come into Dandasana. Bring your right leg around, sit with your legs stretched out in front of you. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, reach for your feet. Then lie down on your back, Shavasana, corpse pose. Let your body relax completely. Visualize your exhalation like a wave of energy rolling down through your body, past your feet and away from you. Let the in-breath fill each and every cell with new energy. And on the exhalation, let go of any blocked or tight areas. Take a slightly fuller, deeper breath in and out through your nose. Then bend your knees and roll over to your side. Press yourself up to seated. Bring your palms together. Thank you. Namaste. All right, well, thank you for joining us for today's class. Thanks, Diana, for coming out and showing us how it's done. If you enjoyed this class and you'd like to try the longer version, the full-length class, then I'm going to put the link below to the Conscious Movement community. When you join there, you'll get more access to the longer classes, exclusive weekly videos that I don't post on YouTube, and access to the Conscious Movement course, which is a program that will help you to advance in your yoga practice wherever you're at. Also, all my courses are on there, the handstand course, the arm balance course, the chakra course. For today's video, let me know which hip opener works for you. If you're a single leg pigeon person or an ankle to knee person, I'm interested, taking a poll. And hit the like button if you enjoyed today's video. And lastly, please subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you next time. Have a great day.